Welcome, beautiful souls. Today's topic is going to be on don't throw yourself off course with too much knowledge because it will trip you up. Welcome, I'm Kathleen from Awakening Meraki. Now, this journey is it's an intuitive journey. It's a deep knowing, and it is a process. And you are being guided this entire time. What happens at the start of this journey is we want to make it about the masculine. We get into this addictive energy. We're going through ego death. There's a lot of stuff going on. This journey is about you collapsing the duality within you. And what is that duality? And what is even duality? So let's just touch on that, because some of you that might be new won't really, you might know the word and the meaning behind duality, but you may not know how to apply it. So duality is, is planet Earth. We operate under the system of duality. We operate under energetic laws. You can look up the 7 Hermetic principles. I do have my Energy Essentials course, which I will link below. And I've applied the 7 Hermetic principles to this journey. However, I also have a deep dive into that in the masterclass in far more detail. However, the reason why I want to put this video up is because our brain is conditioned to seek information to get the truth. And the brain can't do that because it's a limited tool that we have. This journey is about collapsing the duality within you, okay? And so what happens is it's collapsing that fear-based energy. So the twin comes in, and their role, they have a very key role here. So first of all, they activate us, and what they reflect back to us, and this is where the mirroring starts, at that soul recognition, is they start showing us the shadow parts of the denied parts that we haven't been able to see. So you need to think of this as like a big iceberg, and all under the what we can't see, like we can see the tip of the iceberg, but what's underneath is classed in this definition is your subconscious belief patterns that you don't even realize are so deeply entrenched and rooted in your everyday. And those things need to get peeled back layer by layer by layer. They are patterns that we have picked up in this lifetime, previous lifetimes, lineage, etc. And it's about unraveling them, because those energetic patterns is what's really keeping you apart from your twin in the physical, because they are typically in limitation and in lack. Now, I want to get really clear on something, because I've seen, I see a lot of comments, and I really want to help where I can. When we're first on this journey, we are in separation consciousness, which means we believe we are all separate entities. There's me and there's others, there's my children, and they're all separate, but that's actually not true. We are from source energy. There is an infinite, like the universe is infinite, right? We are all energetic beings. Now, for this incarnation, this is our first step of our ascension. This is, the soul experiencing itself. You can picture or visualize source or God, however, or the divine experiencing itself through us. So how does, source know how infinite it is? How can it experience itself? And so this is where creation was born, I guess. And now we are now experiencing ourselves as a soul, and so we have this other incarnation mirroring and reflecting to us. So initially, in that bubble love phase, they reflect that beautiful exalted kind of energy. You're really both in your divinity, you're in your 5D kind of energy, and then the mirroring starts, and that's when the fear. And now it's about going our separate ways to work on these fear-based energies that sit in the energy field. You need to look at you and your twin flame as one system, one operating system in 2 bodies. If one of these bodies has fear-based energy and lots of fear and insecurities and anxiety, then so will the other. And so when one starts to transmute and alchemize that energy, it will then shift and affect the other, because we are one system. the journey here is about dissolving that separation within you. And the more you start to transmute these energies, you'll start to feel the twin in here. You'll start to feel the masculine in here. And I've touched a lot about this. But what I really, want to just dive into is just, it's so easy to go and try and figure this journey out, and you can't figure it out. It's your soul. And the mind doesn't have that capacity. It's an intuitive knowing, and I will always guide you back to soul. Listen to your soul. It's really hard to hear the soul and the whispers of the soul when we are constantly in 3D, when we're constantly seeking, when we're scrolling on social media. You're looking outside of yourself. You're projecting outside, whereas this is an inward journey. And what we typically do is we want to just go and research everything about spirituality. And actually, you know what? You don't need to. Yes, calm your energy down. Yes, meditate. Yes, bring in some spirituality. But you're going to learn most of your spirituality through your intuitive knowing, through connecting in, through meditating, through taking time and carving space out for yourself and learning about your patterns and learning that you're an energetic being. Talk to your masculine and feminine energies. When we just go and search out lots of spiritual stuff, it takes us off course. That's what I found. Now, some of it, yes, it will help you shift for sure, particularly if it's around looking through the lens of consciousness, because consciousness is what's going to expand as you shift. It's a natural progression as you pull yourself more out of 3D, as you elevate yourself out, as you see the mind and the stories for what they truly are. And those stories is what's keeping you in physical separation. Those stories is what keeps us in suffering and keeps us in pain and stuck in 3D. This journey is about soul alignment. And so anything that was not aligned to your soul, anything that you are materialistically attached to, and I'm including the human form here, will get stripped right out. This journey is about releasing and getting rid of all, and I mean every drip of codependency, any wanting, any needing energy. And, a lot of people struggle here because they want that physical touch. They want that, that intimacy, and it will come. It will come, but you have to believe in this journey. Someone said to me that I was coaching the other day, when my twin flame chooses, starts to choose this connection, and I said, that's not how this works. When you start to choose this connection is when they will start to choose this connection, because they can only ever mirror you. And how do you choose this connection is through the embodiment of the work that you do, releasing those karmic cycles that are within you, getting rid of them, taking your focus completely away from 3D. And yes, you will operate in 3D, but it's not driving you. It's the whole system here has to change. This is about you coming inwards, learning that you're a divine being, finding your own light, and then learning how to harness this energy, learning to balance the mind, the body, and the soul in 3D, learning to bring your 5D version of you, which has no density in it, and emanating that out, radiating that out, really holding your own pillar of light. This journey is overcomplicated, and the best thing that I can say is you've just got to see where this energy is projecting out and bring it back to you. When you bring it back to you, you feel more anchored in, you feel more stable, you feel more at peace. How are you throwing it out there? By looking and thinking all your answers are outside of you. They're truly not. Your guide is your intuition. It's your soul, and you cannot hear it when you are out on social media, when you're out telling everyone your stories, telling everyone about the twin flame. You want to drop the whole lot, because it's going to feed the energy up, and what we want to do is bring it in and to find some beautiful balance within you. This journey is truly happening for you, and if you are struggling, if you're sick and tired of the looping, I can support you through this. You honestly don't realize how the gift that we've been given to awaken, because you realize that you're the creator of your reality, and that you're not a prisoner to it. You're not a prisoner to your current 3D circumstances. My entire life has shifted in ways that I cannot even put into words. It is incredible, and in such a short space of linear time, I've literally recreated a whole new lifestyle for myself, a whole new reality. Abundance, my lifestyle. I'm getting on a plane today to travel, just within my country, but I'm going to be away for 10 days. I get to work while I'm away. No more annual leave forms. Don't work the hours that I used to work. And I just feel so incredibly grateful. And it's the key to this journey is 1, getting out of the stories. 2, thinking that you are limited to your current 3D circumstances. And I think 3, trusting that you're being guided. Trust that this is true. This is more true than anything else that's played out in your current 3D life. Coming inwards, learning about energy, learning that you're an energetic being, learning that you can dissolve that separation from within, and then soul brings everything into you. So you magnetize, and you don't even need to manifest from the ego structure. You magnetize in the things that are on your soul's plan for this lifetime. And it's all about coming into your beautiful frequency that you happen to share with this other body. But this is about spiritual growth and expansion first. And your masculine is here to make sure that you stay in alignment with yourself, which is your soul, essentially. That's their role. So initially, it's very uncomfortable, but further down the track, they start reflecting this newer energy that you're in. And it's beautiful and it's divine, and it's very different to what it was at the start of this journey, where it was very chaotic. Lots of toxic energies come up, old patterns that have been playing out, thinking that they are separate to you is just simply not true. And whatever you keep looking at them like they're a separate entity to you will keep you cycling and stuck. You have to get out of your stories. You have to really rise out beyond your belief patterns. Rise beyond the belief pattern. That's where your magic is. Rise beyond the belief pattern. If you need some help and support, I really highly recommend my Ascension to Union Masterclass. I've got amazing feedback through it. I've got a beautiful community that supports people. We do lots of high stuff in there, lots of awesome coaching. Yeah, and you know what? And I'm the one that I'm just here really to help people, guide them back to their soul and keep pushing you back there. Someone said to me the other day, do you know what I love about you, Kathleen, is you don't validate me. And I know I'm looking for validation, but you just don't do it. And I didn't realize that I wasn't doing it. And I said, well, you don't need me to validate you, because you can validate you. That's not my job here. My job is to show you that you can shift too. If I can do it, you can do it. And this is, you either resonate with me or you don't, and that's perfectly okay. But I've been doing this my whole entire life. It's just that I'm now doing it in a different platform. So I know how to shift. I know how to change. I know how to create a new reality for yourself. I know what it's like for the masculine to be reflecting different energy to you. It really is a beautiful, beautiful unfolding of 2 physical beings. But one is energetically leading this connection and doing the alchemist work, or the alchemy work, I should say, and the other one will show up. They are there reflecting, whether it's in the physical or in the 5D. They are always there. They've never actually left you. You are one energetic system, okay? Remember that. Whatever you do directly impacts, and it impacts them straight away energetically. As always, sending so much love.